The irony of this video is I literally didn't have any time to actually film the thing. All day. All week, in fact. No time. Where's the time? I don't know where the time is. We're gonna talk about it. Get some light. Buckle up, my fishes. It's about to get absolutely lit up in here. Hello, my fishes. Courtney Mermaid here, and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be talking about what to do when you feel like you don't have enough time, or when you feel like you generally just don't ever have enough time for those things that really matter to you, or those hobbies, or those things that you just want to get done. Mermaid related, not mermaid related. We're going to cover it all. So I hope you're ready. I should have had like a tea or something, because I feel like this is going to be one of those tea talks. It's going to get deep. But yeah, let's just dive right in. So the reason I was having a bit of a chuckle about this is today I sat down and I was gonna have about 2 hours to film 2 videos, and halfway through the first video, Eric came home from his x-ray for his shoulder. Hopefully we're gonna get some answers what's going on with that. But all that aside, I was like, okay, it's Friday, and it's also Friday when you're seeing this, but it's Friday, and I have not filmed anything. Usually, all my filming is done by Wednesday, and then Thursday, Friday, Saturday, that's my editing, thumbnails, content for the week, the whole 9. So it's kind of fitting that we're going to be talking about what it's like when you just feel like you don't have enough time for anything. And what is the deal with that? I know you felt it. If you're sitting there shaking your head thinking, boy, I don't know what she's talking about. What's your secret? But I'm going to tell you my secret in a second. The whole thing is this concept of time, this like abstract idea that there's only so many things you can do in a day, and how are you ever gonna get it all done, and we're all so proud about how busy we are. This is not a thing to be proud about or proud of. Being busy is not the same as being productive. And when you actually sit down and have an honest discussion with yourself and say, okay, like these are the things I'm spending my time on, this is where I'm devoting all of my hours. How long are you spending scrolling on TikTok? How long are you spending watching my content? Which I appreciate though, so don't stop doing that. So this is something that I've been talking a lot about in my Mermaid Mentorship Program. You can check it out over at vancouvermermaid.com. But a lot of people are asking me, well, Courtney, like I go to school full time, or I work a 9 to 5 and I don't have time to come home and make content and do all of these things. My very good advice to you is to keep a notebook. Just keep them all over the house if you have to. And become an observer of your life, not just an active participant, but actually watch where you are spending your time. You will be shocked at how much time you're spending scrolling Instagram, on how much time you are doing chores and things that could be condensed or done differently. There are so many things and so many ways that you could improve how you structure your day to get more done. Now that's not to say you're not gonna run into a week like I had where 1,000,005 specifically, other things came up and just kept pushing me back on my goals. Now, okay, I made the active decision to sit down and say nothing else is gonna get in the way. I'm gonna sit down right now. I don't care what I look like. Right now, we're gonna film 2 videos and we're just gonna get it done. I could be doing a myriad of other things right now. There's dishes to be done. There's emails to be answered. There's so many other things. Like Eric walked the dog without me. He's out there with Alfie right now going for walkies. I had to make a decision. I had to prioritize. This is my job. This is what I do full time. So I had to bump it up. That squeak was just him coming in. He's sneaking in like a little ninja. You can hear little Alfie in the background. Such a good boy. Don't be afraid to ask for help when you need it. I knew I wasn't gonna have enough time to devote to going for a nice long walk now and then coming back and still having the right kind of daylight to film a video. So Eric, of course, volunteers because he's just such a genuinely decent guy who is more than happy to help me out all the time. Such a good guy. But it is a decision. Everything you do is a decision. You do have to learn how to juggle and how to prioritize. Calendar blocking is also a really important thing to learn, and it's something that I suggest to all of the mermaids that I mentor. Block your time accordingly. If I'm going to be sitting in my office at my computer, my PC specifically, the tasks that I'm going to block together are things like making thumbnails, editing Instagram content, answering emails, you know, all of these things, working on mermaid tales, making the coloring book page for the next month's Patreon. These are all things that I do specifically while my butt is plunked in that chair. So if I'm at my Mac, for example, I'm editing, or I can answer emails there as well. But I will be doing things, I've got client calls, for example. I'll be doing things that are in that area. Because if at the beginning of my day, I'm like, okay, and I'm gonna record the podcast, and I'm gonna film a video, and I'm gonna answer the emails, and then I'm gonna sew a mermaid tail, I'm gonna do all these things, you're bouncing around. And what people don't account for, you have to learn to account for the time in between. This will actually make you a hugely productive person who is on time for everything. This will change your life. I'm not even kidding you. This will actually change your life. Amy TV for the win, you guys. You want productivity videos out the wazoo? Amy TV, she is absolutely crushing it with her content. I've read her book, Good Morning, Good Life, I think her book is. If I can find it on Amazon, I'll link it for you guys, but that one will actually change your entire world. Blocking the things out so that you aren't wasting time, the time in between. So if I get up now, I go and I charge my battery, I've got to take the thing out, I've got to plug it into the computer, I've got to download this stuff. If I'm like, okay, that time, if I'm not accounting and I'm budgeting, say like exactly an hour for this and exactly an hour for that, and I'm not giving myself any kind of a buffer to know, like, is there travel time in between stuff that you have to account for? Give yourself the room to breathe and don't overbook. Like, pick 3 things. Don't pick 50 things. People coming at me with these long lists of, Courtney, I've got like 50 some odd tasks to do. I don't even know where to start. This can be a hard thing when you feel like I don't have time to be making tails and I don't have time to be doing these things. You need to break it down for yourself into actionable, actual steps. If you've got a big goal and you don't have time to be working on it, say to yourself, okay, I can dedicate 15 minutes to this. If you don't have 15 minutes, you've got a bigger problem than whether or not you have time to be a mermaid. 15 minutes in the day. It's kind of like going for a walk. Everybody's got time to go for a walk. You live longer, you feel better, you're being a little bit active, you're improving your breath hold and circulation, you're doing yourself a service, right? Figuring out where you are wasting your time. And there's no nicer way to say it than that. Where are you wasting your time? What is your ultimate goal, and what are you yourself sabotaging when you're putting all of these extra things? And it also comes down to, oh, and I'm just gonna what are you saying yes to that you don't want to say yes to? Pause the video now if you just need to have a moment to just digest what I said. What did you say yes to even today? What was one thing you said yes to that you didn't want to do, but you felt guilty, you felt like you had to, you big fat did it anyways? Oh, look at the baby! How did you even did you let him in here? Oh my god! Hi, see, he's not mad that I didn't come for a walk. He's like, heck, Ma, I'm still happy you're my Ma. I'm still happy you're my Ma. See, and everybody's happy. But seriously, bless you. But seriously though, what did you say yes to? You can already feel it. I know that you can feel it because I've done it too, where I've said yes, like, yes, I'll help you do this, or yes, I'm gonna do that for you. Even if you're getting paid, or even if it's not, I swear, if it's not a 90% yes, it's a no. Even 80%. Here is another book you need to read, okay? Essentialism, okay? This book will actually blow your mind. What is actually essential? What do you actually want to do? Life is a series of choices. Every choice you've ever made up until this point has led you to watching this video right now. So there is a reason that you're here and a reason that you're listening, hopefully taking something away from what I'm saying to you, but you've got to reevaluate the situation. If you don't feel like you have enough time, and mermaiding specifically is a priority, because let's face it, this is a mermaid channel, but whatever it is, it could be whatever it is in your life that you are not making time for, you have to look at it. You also have to ask yourself if you enjoy not having enough time. I know this sounds like a real whopper of a doozy, okay? But this was one that actually, it was, You Are a Badass. And this is a book. This is another book. So there's gonna be a couple of good books in this one. I'll be sure to link everything, give you a little blurb about everything down in the description box down below. So be sure to check them out. These are books that have actually changed how I function and how I do what I do. Huge shout out to the authors of these books, because I owe you one or what? But yeah, do you actually like to be a little bit put out? Is it become a habit of saying, well, I'm just too busy to do this? Are you like indirectly proud of the fact that you're just always too busy with all of the wrong things that you don't want to be doing, so you can't do the thing that you do want to do? I know it can sound a little bit harsh, like, oh, well, Courtney, that's kind of a rude thing to say, but like, look, I have to address these issues for myself as well. When people are like, oh, well, Courtney, I also have anxiety around being asked to go out and do things. So being busy for me is also a defense mechanism. Something is giving me too much stress or anxiety, oh, I am too busy to deal with that. I'm too busy, there's no time, I'm not gonna deal with that. So you do have to sit down and have this kind of frank conversation with yourself. Write it out if you have to. There's nothing wrong with just grabbing a couple of sheets of paper and just scrawling all over it and saying like, okay, these are what my goals are, these are the things that are holding me back, this is where I'm spending my time, this is where I'm not spending my time. These are the people that would be willing to help. People are willing to help, you guys. People are out there. I'm out there. I have a whole mentorship program where I'm happy to work with you guys and actually guide you in the direction of your mermaid dreams. It is serious. This, you do not have to face this by yourself. You know what I mean? And if it's not me, it's a friend, it's family, it's whoever. People are out there and they're willing to help. Do you know what I mean? Like, you just have to be brave enough to ask. It's not weakness to ask for help with things to give you more time. You know, maybe the husband can help you. Maybe the wife can help you. Maybe the kids can get involved. Maybe we're cleaning out the garage together. I don't know. It's all very exciting. But there are different things you can do to help get yourself more on track. So without kind of shoving it all in your face and making myself to seem like I know what I'm doing, like I'm sitting here in like my sort of jammies, just kind of rushing through the day and trying to get things back on track. And I made time because you guys are a priority for me. Talking with you and helping to get you guys back on track, that's a priority for me. So regardless of what I look like, I just decided we're doing it. We're sitting down and we're doing the thing. So what is one thing that you could do today that would set you up and get you a little bit closer to those goals tomorrow? One thing. I want you to comment below with that one thing you could do. It could be changing when you do your laundry, changing when you walk the dog, or who helps you with the chores around the house. Making a decision to say, okay, I'm gonna take 15 minutes. I'm gonna set a timer, and for 15 minutes, I'm gonna sit down and write a couple of sentences for my book, or whatever it is. Just one small thing, just brainstorm. Because it's this one small thing that will be the stone in the pond and the ripples all the way out. It will start to affect all the different areas, but you have to start with just one small thing, and it doesn't have to be groundbreaking. Okay, please. It could be as simple as when you're finished watching my video, having a shower and brushing your hair. It could be as simple as that, right? Or eating your first meal of the day if you haven't eaten yet today. Whatever it is that's gonna get you in a good mindset to move forward. You gotta take care of yourself as well to make time. We touched on a few different things. I just wanna get the conversation going. If you like this kind of content, you wanna see more of it, be sure to give this video a big thumbs up so that I know. Leave me a comment down below with that one thing that you can do right now after you stop this video. One thing that you can do to set yourself up to be a little bit more on track tomorrow. I'm gonna leave some links and some resources, some books, some of the organizational apps and such that I personally use. Gonna leave them all down there in the description box down below for you guys. And otherwise, I hope you enjoyed today's video. Look at the guy, he's yawning, he's happy. It's almost his dinner time, so we're gonna get that going. And I wanna thank you guys again for watching. I love you all, my fishes, and I look forward to seeing you all in my next video. Happy swimming, bye.